Henrik, moving out from the individual readers to the broader manufacturing organizations, can you describe some of the challenges that those manufacturing companies are facing, both from a business perspective, perhaps their own supply chains, and an IT perspective around integrating all of these systems?
Sure. So I think the fourth industrial revolution's core epicenter is manufacturing. And manufacturing has some unique challenges by design, right? Because they're acquiring, they're producing, and they're shipping out, right? So their challenge is often cost constraints. So from that perspective, most manufacturers are suffering from Peter's principles, which is a challenge management principle. But the fourth industrial revolution creates something unique for them. So they need to, the first phase out of the 8 phases in the fourth industrial revolutions is digitalization. So if they have an inability to digitalize, they have no visibility over their supply chain. They have no visibility to connect to the suppliers. They have no visibility to go into the next area of operational excellence and so on, right? So here's what's good about the book, right? The book covers five of the key trends of the 17 technology trends, right? The book actually outlines on how you digitalize from SAP upwards and how you can focus on digitalization downwards, right? So why is SAP so important in the digitalization phase? Most manufacturers have not even started on the journey of digitalization, right? In scratching the surface, and they have an inability to really capture it, right? And SAP's strength is best practices and industry practices. And when you move from best practices and industry practices, this is where you can connect to the workflows. So it has huge opportunities within that, right? Now, the second opportunity within that area is when you go to AI, right? So everybody talks about AI, but SAP and the book already has a built-in module on how you automate what is already there, right? So without reinventing what is there, you already go to FICO and do robotic process optimization, right? You can save 15 to 25% on cost cuttings right there, right? It's no big rocket science, right? But it's already built in. So that's one of the elements, right? And without using too much time, I just want to use the last bit. SAP will be at the forefront of what I call the regulatory disruption. Europe is taking the lead on the CBAM, right? So the cross-border, the zero, the sustainability, the carbon credit, this, right? What is this actually changing? This is changing the hardcore business books of every company. And where is the business book of every company? It's in SAP, right? So that means if you change the core of your cost structure and financing and how you manage it, right? CBAM, so net zero, carbon credit. So CBAM is the emission on what you need to pay on every product that you get from your suppliers. You need to register it where you get from a supplier and who you get it from. And you need to pay the carbon tax either in the country it originates from or in the country you have it to or in the country you sell it to, right? When you just look at these 3 sentences, it creates a nightmare. Well, where can you manage a nightmare like that? When you already have, where's the product from? Who's the supplier? What's the invoice? What's the product from, right? So all of this in the Industry 4.0 is already outlined quite well in the book. It's a teaser.